That is literally the most important thing of your essay. Oh my God. I feel like this is one of the most important things that I did for my essay that took it over the edge. Hey whatever people, my name is Peace and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys know, here on my channel I like to make a lot of college related content, and today is not going to be any different. If you are new, hey, it's your girl Peace and welcome to my channel. Here I make videos on how you can thrive in high school so you can easily transition into college and then you can thrive there too. Okay, so today's video is a video I've been asked to do so many times, like so many times, y'all. Okay, so I have a lot of subscribers who find me from my Howard video and my Howard playlist, and they're always asking me, Peace, I don't think my essay is good enough for Howard. What do? I have questions about my essay. Is my essay good? How is your essay, Peace? How can I zhuzh it up, you know? Like, Peace, help. And I just decided to make a video about it. Let me just read my essay to y'all, alright? Let me just lay it out there, because on this channel, I'm trying to help you and be 100%, 1000% transparent. So let's do that. So right now, today, I'm going to read the essay that got me not only into Howard, okay, the #2 HBCU in the nation, okay, put some respect on our name, but I'm going to read the essay that not only got me into Howard, but this essay actually got me into every single school that I applied for. Every single school, and I applied to like 8 or 9 schools. Okay, so let's read this magical essay. Okay, as I'm reading it, I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can kind of follow along with me, see the punctuation and see how I actually wrote it. But before we get started, be sure to smash that like button and turn it from gray to a beautiful shade of blue like I'm wearing right now, because it really does help. Like, it pushes the YouTube algorithm and pushes it out to more people. So please, right now we are about, I believe, 476 subscribers, and we can do better. We can do it. So please push it out to more people who actually need this information. So without further ado, once you're done liking and all that good stuff, let's get started. So I'm going to break this video down into 2 parts. The first part, I'm going to actually read the essay to you guys, okay? The second part, I'm actually going to like review the essay and tell you guys what I think I did right, because me just reading that, it won't really help you guys. I'm gonna give you guys, how many tips are here? I'm gonna give you guys 13, okay? 13 tips and 13 reasons that I think this essay did so well, okay? So be sure to stick around for that, listen to the essay, and then listen to my reasons why. And without further ado, let's get started and read this essay. So this was a 650 word limit, all right, 650, and the prompt said the lessons we take from obstacles we encounter can be fundamental to later success. Recount a time when you faced a challenge, setback, or failure. How did it affect you, and what did you learn from the experience? All right, this is a very customary, you know, essay prompt. So let's see how I responded to that. And the word limit was 650, and I had just 632, so literally just underneath it. And I most likely went over it and then brought it down. All right. Let me clear my throat a little bit. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. I've been working for this for so long. I've practiced and practiced day in and day out. The day is here, but I'm freezing up. I inwardly groan and chide myself. Peace, what are you doing? Open your mouth and let the music come out. What are you scared of? There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I love to end my pep talks with a famous quote or a cliche like, the world is my oyster, or teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, I know most people hate those sayings because they're overused, but I love them. So there I was, a 15-year-old girl freezing up at a choir concert. A choir concert where I was supposed to be singing, but sounds would not come out of my mouth. The room blurred around me, head spinning, heart racing, stomach nutting up, and palms sweating. With the bright fluorescent lights shining on me, I couldn't see the audience, but I could feel their eyes boring into my skull. I opened my mouth once again to sing, but it was like my mouth was filled with peanut butter, so I stood there on the stage, gaping like a frog. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The clock's ticking became deafening. What to do? Crack a joke and act like freezing up was part of a skit? I don't know. Peace. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. I need to get myself together. My family is here. My dad, my mom. My mom. I remember my mom told me this morning, fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Her words resonated, causing me to recall why I was here in the first place. My choir master said that I was the best singer to lead the song and that it was about time I broke out of my shell. I was ready. I knew the song by heart. When given the song, despite my reluctance, I practiced it wholeheartedly. Okay, let's do this again. Inhale, exhale. The tightening in my heart eased. The butterflies in my stomach stopped fluttering. My tongue didn't feel heavy anymore. I opened my mouth and sang. I sang and sang and sang. The beautiful melodious sound that I've been hearing on repeat for the past month reverberated through the entire theater hall. Is that me? Stage fright's claws used to have a tight grip around my neck, suffocating me till I could do nothing but surrender. I don't know when the seed was planted, but its roots were deeply embedded into my life. I didn't talk. I fled from activities that required me to be in public. Oh, how times have changed. Now I lead numerous songs. I speak up more, whether it's to read out loud in my English class or to discuss a topic. I take charge of activities and purposely put myself in the spotlight instead of shying away. As senior class president, I speak to my constituents, whether it be in small groups or all 236 of my peers. 236 people means 472 eyes staring at me. That thought would have scared the old me, but the new and improved me faced everything that scares me head on. I now join activities where one of the main aspects is speaking in front of people. There's still a minuscule part of me that feels stage fright. It's not as big a deal now as it was years ago, but it's there. Its presence reminds me that sometimes the things that scare me the most bring me the best opportunities. Because I came out of my shell, new opportunities were open to me. For a turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out of its shell. I became a turtle. I stuck my neck out. What do you guys think? Comment down below, like, what do you guys think? How do you feel after this whole shebang? Like, what do you guys think? Before I go into, like, what I think I did right. We're all here to help each other, okay? So, as you guys just heard, for my comment app essay, I wrote about my crippling stage fright. Yes, very, very crippling. Comment down below, what was your essay about? Let me get to know you. Like, let's talk down in the comment section below. Alright, so after you've let me know how I did down below, and while you're down there, might as well, click that like button, subscribe if you want to join the fam. Now that you're back up here, let's talk about what I think I did right, okay? These are some tips that I, just looking back, know that I did well in, but also I've read a few people's essays and I compared and contrast, and I know that mine really succeeded in this, but also some tips that I got from my teachers when I was writing this essay that really made the world of a difference, that can really oomph your essay. So let's get started. So the very first thing that is the most important, I showed, I didn't tell. Show, not tell. Now, my 12th grade, was it 12th grade? Yeah, my 12th grade English teacher, she told me this, that was the biggest thing. You want to show, not tell. What exactly does that mean? You can't just be like, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. You want to show and kind of tell a story. Like, don't just tell them what you did. Walk them through it. Oh, I ate this. Tell a story that's so good, it's almost as if they're living it. Like they're there. Like when I was describing all the things I was feeling, my heart was racing, the fluttering in my stomach. It's almost as if you're the one feeling like you are right there experiencing it right by my side on the stage. The stage lights and everything. You want to tell a story that's literally that good. I didn't just say that I had stage fright and how I battled with that for years. I didn't just say that. I literally made them experience that. I showed that. Like, I literally made them feel the sweat in my palms, my heart racing, the light shining, the clock ticking, the tick-tock, tick-tock, the room blurring. I made them feel everything. Don't tell me you couldn't feel all that. Did you feel it? Like, the way I was describing it? Let me know. Like, let's talk down below. The second thing that I think I did right in this essay is that they saw a different part of me that wasn't on the resume. A big mistake that people make on their college app essay is that they literally just list what's on their resume. And it's like, they already have that. You know what I mean? They literally have that. They asked you for that. So tell them what's not on the resume. And then it's like, it can be something that's on the resume, but delve deeper into it. Like on my resume, I had that I was in the choir. But what did I do? I delved deeper into that specific part on my resume. Oh, this quiet thing, it brought me out my shell, it did this, it did that. Y'all feel me? If you feel me, be sure to like. I feel like my essay was really, really important because they saw that I was human. They saw a deeper part of me because they see my resume. They see me being president, senior class president, president of Science National Society. They see me doing all those clubs and doing things like that. They wouldn't know that I struggle with stage fright. So I kind of give them an inward look at my life, at who Peace is. And that's literally what your essay is about. They want to see who you are. Don't just tell them what's on paper, the cookie cutter. Oh, I did this, I did this, I did this. Who are you? Who is Brittany? Who is Tom? Who is James? You know what I mean? Who are you? Okay, I had to come here and emphasize this again in case you guys didn't get me the first time. Your essay can literally make or break your application. No pressure, but like, this is one of the most important parts of your application. I have seen so many people numerous times who may not have the stats for it. They may not have the best grades, or they may not have the best SAT score because they're a bad test taker, but they won the reader over with their essay. So if you can connect with the reader, if you can do it while being grammatically correct, you're gold. You're gonna get accepted. Well, I don't want to promise that. But like, please continue watching the rest of this video so you can get all my tips on how to make sure your essay is the best one as possible. Because this is so important. That's literally why I'm making this video. It is so important. So be sure to give me a like, share with a friend so they know all my tips on how you can thrive with your essays. The third thing that I did, I used a lot of repetition. And I feel like that really added a lot of emphasis. Like the tick, talk, the all them, the inhale, the exhale. I really feel like it emphasized how I was feeling, because that's just what repetition does. It adds meaning, emphasis, all of that good stuff. The fourth thing that I think I did right, I showed how much I've grown, my growth and my change. Because at the beginning, I was like literally walking them through, oh, I was struggling with it and all that. But at the end, I was like, oh, I used to have a really strong grip on my body, on me, but I've changed, I've evolved. I'm not senior class president. I put myself in situations where I have to come out of my shell. I do this, I do this. They saw what I was struggling with and how I've grown. So at the end of the day, I answered the question. What was the question? The obstacles you've encountered, right? How did it affect you? And what did you learn from the experience? So not only was I answering their question, their prompt, but also it's kind of like that interview question. What's your greatest weakness or greatest fault? The key to that question is that you tell them what you struggle with, but how you've overcame it. And I also did that as well. So it's kind of like I killed two birds with one stone, if you will. The fifth thing that I did correctly in this essay, I had a strong hook and a strong closing. An intro and outro that literally oomph, that packed a punch. Like my intro, what was my intro? My intro was breathe, inhale, exhale. You're probably wondering, like, where am I? What's going on? I hooked them in from the beginning. Like, they're like, what is going on? What am I reading? They want to stick around to read more. I captured their attention, and that's what you need to do. And my outro is really cute, and I'm gonna lie. My outro was like, after I did all my little, babble, if you will. For a turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out of its shell. I became a turtle. I stuck my neck out. The little analogy going out, that was so cute. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not telling you to use that exact same analogy, but you want them to remember how you started and how you began. The beginning, you want them to hook them. And the end, you want them to remember you. And it's literally just like a race. People don't really remember the stuff that happened in between it. They remember who started off right and who finished first. In a race, people only care about the beginning and the ending. And that is how your essay should be. I'm not saying, okay, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted now. I'm not saying make the middle of your essay be total trash. I'm not saying that. I'm saying make it be good, but make sure the beginning and the ending are extra good so you leave an impact. And they read thousands of application and essays. You want to leave an impact. Enough said. But I want to go more into detail about precisely what that is. Like, I didn't just tell you that I was at the choir concert. I literally made you figure that out. Back to the intro part. Inhale and exhale. You telling me you don't want to read more to figure out what exactly I'm talking about? That's precisely how you want to hook them. You literally want to grab them by the balls, in all seriousness, okay? Grab them by the balls. And it's kind of like that show. I've seen this clip so many times where it's like there's this little girl and she has this big old tall guy and she somehow reaches up, grabs the guy's ears and be like, okay, you come in with me. Come listen, to like scold him or something. They want to do the exact same thing for your essay. Grab the reader's ears, Like, all right, man, you gonna come sit down, you gonna read this essay, you gonna like it. All right. But also, I'm gonna link below a website that has literally some of the best opening lines for essays, so you can get an idea. And these people with all these opening lines, they got admitted into Stanford. Okay. Stanford is literally up there. They must have did something right with their essay, grab their attention from the jump to literally get admitted to Stanford. So I'm going to link the website down below. But let me read some of the examples of it right now. All right. It's actually a little article and it's really actually nice. But let me read some of the intro, some of the hooks to give you guys ideas. But I really, really recommend you guys go and read this yourself. And you tell me, like, aren't you gonna be interested? What do you want to read more about it? Let me read something that actually like stands out the most. Look at this right here. I almost didn't live through September 11, 2001. You're like, oh shoot, this is 9/11. Oh my god, what happened? Oh, how did she survive? Oh, right? When I was 8 years old, I shocked my family, local archaeologists, by discovering artifacts dating back almost 3,500 years. When I was in 8th grade, I couldn't read. You're like, wait a minute, what? What? That literally shows the growth right there, right? Cancer tried to defeat me, and it failed. My younger sister Jessica arrived home one day reeling about the shirt that her friend had worn to school. It simply read, genocide, homicide, suicide, riverside. As an Indian American, I am forever bound to the hyphen. I was paralyzed from the waist down. I would try to move my leg or even shift an ankle, but I never got a response. This was the first time thoughts of death ever crossed my mind. This is just a few of the ones on this website. You guys definitely check it out. But all of this literally just kind of like grab your attention and leave you wanting more. Like, I want to know more about the hyphen. I want to know more about how the guy learned how to not be paralyzed. I want to know about the suicide, the genocide, the riverside. That's literally how you want your essay to be, to grab their attention. All right, the next tip. All right, so the sixth, can I do math? All right, so the sixth thing and the sixth tip that I think I did right in this essay, I kept y'all on your toes. I built up the suspense. You don't want to give everything out in the front. I mean, you could do that. I kind of be like one of those shows, like How to Get Away with Murder, that like starts at the ending, then works their way back. But some people may not be able to read that. It's on the show, right? When you're writing, you want to build up the suspense. I remember back in, was it high school or middle school? We had like the different parts of a story. You want to build up to the climax, essentially. So like I was saying about the show How to Get Away with Murder, you can't do like they do and start at the ending. You actually have to build it up. You can't start with the murder. You have to start with what leads up to the murder. I'm not telling you to kill anybody before y'all take my words out of context, okay? But y'all know what I mean. Like, you can't start with the fully made cake. You want to start with the flour, with the eggs, with the mixer, the sugar, everything. All right, y'all feel me? You want to build up the story. The seventh thing that I think I did right in this essay, I had different kind of sentences. Like, my sentence structure was unique. It was different. Yes, there were a lot of full and complete sentences and full, complete, thought out sentences out in there, but a lot of them were not really even full. But they added to the story. They were grammatically correct. Some of them were like short and choppy, kind of like the inhale, the exhale, the breathe, the tick-tock. Those were not full sentences, really. It doesn't have a subject and a verb, but they added to the story. Others were longer, like full, actual, thought out, everything. Subject, verb, direct object, indirect object. They had all that good stuff. And others were not even whole sentences at all. Like, they were literally just one word, but it added to the story, okay? You want to make sure that it adds to the story and that you're grammatically correct. Like, don't spell please the wrong way. Don't spell certain words the wrong way. That one is going to make you look bad. But if it adds to the story, the sentence structure does not have to be, you know, amazing. I hope that makes sense and doesn't confuse you guys some more. The eighth thing that I did, I ended with a conclusion, a reflection, how I brought everything together. Like I said, I was telling a story. At the end, I kind of had to show them that the story is over and bring it all together. Okay, like how the narrator narrates the beginning and the ending. You want to narrate the ending and the intro if you want to, right? So I brought it all together. Oh, it used to have its claws in me. It used to cripple me. I used to do this. I did this. I brought it all together. And what I wanted them to get out of this essay, essentially. Oh my God. I feel like this is one of the most important things that I did for my essay that took it over the edge. So I had one major theme, and that was like my battle with stage fright. But I had like 1 to 3 like sub themes. Let me explain. But don't do more than 1 to 3 because then it gets too confusing. Then the reader can't keep up. Because you know sometimes, you know, So like I turned a story about my stage fright and a concert to its effect on my family, to how it affected me in school, how it affected me day to day. Like I had different subsections. It wasn't like a cookie cutter story. I had different parts of my personality, of who I am in there, embedded deep in there. I brought up my family because that makes me seem family oriented, which I am. Okay, I'm not just saying I actually am. I brought up my family that seemed family oriented. I brought up like cliches and how that's the simple random fact about me, but I'm sure someone else connected with me. One of the reader probably connected with something I said. But those little random thoughts in there, as long as it flows with the entire prompt and everything, it really does make a difference in my opinion. Number 10, use dialogue to immerse the reader. Remember, you're telling a story. Alright, you are telling a story. So put on a show. Put on the quotation marks, the exclamation points, the hyphens, the ellipses. Like put it all. Do it all. Okay? Number 11. I showcase my accomplishment. Now, this may be a little bit confusing because remember I said at the beginning, you don't want to put on your whole resume on that. Here, I didn't put up my whole resume, but I embedded pieces of it, right? I brought up how I was senior class president and my class of 236 people that I had to take care of. I brought up the different activities that I do. I brought up, of course, the choir, right? I still showcased some of the things in my resume. I brought it up, but they weren't the main story. It wasn't like I was listing, I do this, I do this, I do this, I did this. I embedded it deep in the story. I feel like it's the way I embedded everything together that makes this essay unique, in my opinion. So yeah, put bits and pieces of your resume into your essay. Not your whole essay though. As long as it flows with it and adds to the story, yes. Don't put in your whole essay because remember, they already have your essay, sis or bro. Okay. Number 12. I made them see my intelligence. Like they saw that I was well informed, that I was doing a lot of things. But okay, here and there, I was throwing out some big words. Okay. The thing is, don't just become a thesaurus or a dictionary and throw out all these big words left and right. Don't do all that. You want to make it flow. That is literally the most important thing of your essay. You got to make it flow. I threw around reverberate, like my sound reverberated through the whole hall or whatever, right? I threw out constituents. I didn't just say like my peers, I was constituents. So you see how they make it too flashy, too obnoxious? That's what you want to do. You don't want to seem like you're trying too hard. And that can be for anything in life, for real. It can be for your boo, even for anything. Don't want to try too hard. The 13th thing, I use metaphors. I made things have double meanings. I made them think a little bit like I said, I didn't just tell you outright precisely what I was thinking or what I was feeling. I made it kind of like figure it out yourself. Like I said, it was a story, it was a journey. And when you get it, you kind of connect with the story more. And it's kind of like a joke. Once you get it, you're like, oh shoot, that's actually really smart. Oh my God, wow. Precisely. So like in the ending, remember how I said the whole thing with the shell? The turtle sticking its head out of its shell, me breaking out of my shell. Okay, so I was like, for a turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out of its shell. I became a turtle. I stuck my neck out. So without me saying that, I just said that I kind of broke out of my shell. I kind of broke out of my stage fright for the most part, Also, I also used personification. I was like, stage fright's claws. Stage fright is like an actual being, like a person, but I kind of made it seem like a person holding your neck or like an eagle or something. I kind of personified stage fright. All these things that they teach you in English class, it really does help. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just listened to what my teachers were telling me. Number 14, bonus tip. Be sure to like this video and share with a friend who's trying to get into Howard or any school that need help with their essays. And if you have any questions regarding essays or something I said or wrote or did anything, literally comment it down below. And if you have any videos that you want me to do for you, comment it down below as well. Like, I have so many video ideas, but I want to hear your opinion as well. You feel me? But yes, that was my essay that got me to every single school that I applied for. And those were my 13 tips that I really think pushed me over the edge. Okay, guys, I have a little challenge for y'all. Now that you've heard my tips and you know what I did right, I want you to go back and actually listen to me read the essay again, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about in a different light. And once you do that, comment down below, #challenge accepted. What do you guys think? Let's talk down below. What do you guys think I did right in my essay? Like, let me know, because I had 13, but we can add more to it. What are you guys going to implement in your essay? What did you guys like? What did you not like? Let's comment down below. Like, give me your real, honest, raw opinion. But yeah, that was the video. If you want to stick around for more high school in college. Hope your girl Peace got you. But be sure to got me back and subscribe and like, because it really does help. I put a lot of effort into my videos, effort and research, you know. Ow. I even hurt myself for y'all. But yeah, if you made it this far, you are a real one. So be sure to comment down that little writing notes emoji so everyone else can know that you're a real one too. That's it for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend. And without further ado, peace out.